if I keep trying, I'm gonna have to catch one day. I'm really exposing myself right now. This is all really not going to plan. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. So I am currently in Victoria at the moment. So since I saw you guys last time, I've done a few big days of driving. I actually drove into 3 different states yesterday, from South Australia into outback New South Wales, and now I'm in Victoria. I stayed on the Murray last night, which was nice. I'm gonna do another episode there another time when it's a bit warmer and show you guys that area. So I thought while it's getting into the cooler part of the year that I'll utilize that and we'll go to the snow. It's actually not too bad right now because we're off the mountain, but when we go higher up, we'll be in the snow. So I'm in the region of Australia that has that. I'm in the Alpine region and I'm near Bright at the moment. And in this episode, I'll go snowboarding, trout fishing, and we'll just explore around here. So I do want to do trout fishing first, and I do want to preface that I've never actually caught a trout, but I'm going to try again, because if I keep trying, I'm going to have to catch one day. So I'm going to get the rod ready and then we'll find a river around here and we'll have a go. I tried to avoid driving at night at every single cost, but I had to last night just because it was such a big day of driving, and I wanted to go to the snow now because tonight and tomorrow it actually is going to snow, so it should be pretty cool when we're boarding and it's snowing. But a poor kangaroo jumped in front of me last night, poor guy, and yeah, did a little bit of damage. Not to the car itself, but that number plate looks definitely worse for wear. I'll do this 15-pound leader. I've got them, and this is my trout fishing box. I did ask you guys a little while ago for all your tips on trout fishing, and they are still more than welcome. But every single lure that you guys suggested, I've pretty much bought. But we'll give this one a go to begin with. And I will probably get into fly fishing eventually, but for the time being, I'll just stick with lures. I have just come down to Ovens River, and I have never seen it look this dirty before. It's usually crystal clear and really beautiful, but there's been a heap of rain the last couple days, and yeah, I've never seen it this brown. So it has only just stopped raining. It's probably been about 2 hours since I last saw you. And in that time, it's also been hailing as well. I've checked the snow report and they've shut all the lifts today because it's too windy. And it's going to be pretty similar weather tomorrow. The visibility is going to be really bad. And this river is full of flood water, so it's really brown and murky and it's flowing really quick. So I don't know how trout go in that. So this is all really not going to plan. I have just done some research. Apparently you can still catch them. You just got to find for the pockets where there's not really fast water. So I'm just going to go for a walk now. And I mean, we're here. We may as well try. I actually feel like this might be a pretty good spot, just near that rapid. I'm flicking upstream and letting the lure float down, as I know that trout feed facing upstream. I tried this in a few different locations and changed the lure a couple times as well, but I just wasn't having too much luck. I think the current was too strong and the water's just far too dirty. Please let me know if I'm correct on this, and any tips are always welcome. I thought I'd stop fishing and work with the day. So with all this rainfall around, it's the perfect weather to check out a waterfall. There's one not too far away from here and I reckon it should be pumping. Okay, so it is now the next day. I got to yesterday afternoon and I got back to the car and I just sat there and completely gave up on this episode. I wasn't going to finish it. I was just going to go snowboarding today and then share with you guys a short of that. So this morning I got up, got ready for the snow, drove halfway up the mountain and got informed that there probably won't be any chairlifts that are open today because the wind is so strong they can't run them and there was a huge blizzard. So turned around, went back, and I've just been figuring out what to do. And today, obviously, we're not at the snow, but I'm utilizing this time and now we'll be here for an extra day because the snow tomorrow will now be really good because they've had 2 days of snow absolutely dumping and tomorrow it's not going to be a blizzard. So we'll go snowboarding tomorrow, and today we're going to go up this mountain, Mount Buffalo, which I actually have showed you guys before, but there was no snow. So this could be pretty cool because now I'll be able to show you guys the comparison. This is really, really cool. So you do have to carry snow chains with you. You can get a really big fine if you're caught not having any. So I've hired some. I've got them for 2 days, today and tomorrow. And I just hired them from Porapunka, which is a town just off this mountain. But one thing I just want to let you guys know, because you'll probably see it happen in the next 5 minutes, is I'm actually allergic to the cold. And I know that sounds like I'm joking, but I'm actually not. My skin is allergic to the cold. So I have cold urticaria, which means anything cold that touches my skin, wind, water, the wind will probably do it. Snow, if snow was to touch me, I will get a reaction. So I'll have a welt. If it's a full body shock, I just pass out, which is actually very serious, and I do have an EpiPen. So that won't happen in this, but I will just let you know that my face will probably go very red and maybe some welts will break out and my lips will probably swell a lot. Oh my gosh, guys, it has just started snowing, so I'm going to wait in the car a little bit longer. But I developed this in 2017 and I love snowboarding, and I can snowboard because head to toe my skin is completely covered. Goggles, gloves, bluff, lots of layers. So it's a little bit different to me feeling hot or cold. It's my skin. So I could be going for a run and I'm boiling hot, but if the wind is cold, I'll have a reaction. So it can be very frustrating, but I manage it okay. If anybody else has this, please let me know. You can grow out of it, but I've had it for, 8 years now. Usually you grow out of it in the first 5 years, and I have a more severe case because I do faint. And antihistamines, I've tried every single one, they don't work. So not ideal, but what do you do? We'll see if we can see much at this lookout. I don't reckon we will. Okay, I'm really exposing myself right now, but if you were interested to see what it looks like. Oh, this is actually not too bad, but yeah. It usually takes about 15-ish minutes for me in warmth for it to go away. So while that happens, we'll drive to another area. Oh my gosh. We have now pulled up onto this lake, and I actually took you guys camping here a couple months ago. So maybe I'll link that video in the description below if you guys wanted to see this area with no snow. I grew up about 5-ish hours away from here, so I did used to come up here quite a fair bit, but I have never seen this mountain have this much snow. So this is really cool for me to see. All of the campgrounds in this area do have seasonal closure, so they're all shut for the snow, but in summer this is a really beautiful spot to camp. And I'm back down off the mountain and I'm in some warmth. I've got the heater going. I've actually got washing on. I'm gonna re-wash all of my dishes, so I thought I would treat myself tonight, and I thought I would book a cabin. It is really not often that I do this because one, it's expensive, and two, I'm completely off grid, so I don't really need to come into caravan parks, let alone have a cabin or a roof over my head. But it is so cold, and I was so cold last night and just wet camping, and I just thought before I go snowboarding I'll have a good night's sleep, I'll get up nice and early and put all my layers on and get prepared to go snowboarding and then hit the mountain. So that is what I've done. So I'm just gonna chill in the cabin here, gonna cook some dinner and just have a very chilled night. Also, if you're wondering why it's so dark, this light won't work. Which doesn't really matter because I can put all these other lights on and make it a bit moody. But yeah, the main one, not so much. Coffee machine ready for the morning, dishes half washed, and all my clothes are out. Ready. It is snow time, so it takes about maybe 45-ish minutes to get up this mountain, and we're going to Falls Creek. You will have to excuse this camera setup that I've got going. I cannot for the life of me find my normal camera gear. It's absolutely everywhere in this cabin. So I thought I'd stay another night here after a big day of boarding, because I do have a big drive tomorrow and I do want to get nice and warm. But I did want to give you guys a little update, because it's been a little while since I bought the cruiser in your time, but in my time I actually bought it a couple of weeks ago. So by the time you're seeing this episode, I would definitely have an update for you. But because I've filmed the last few episodes in such a short amount of time, I actually only bought the cruiser a couple of weeks ago. So it is still currently getting a tray and canopy put on at Boss Aluminium, and it's getting powered by Red Arc. So I'll update you guys soon on that. I did also want to mention that for the next little section while I'm doing this build, it won't be my usual beautiful, scenic, tropical, hot destinations that we'll be visiting in Australia, because it is wintertime and it's cold down here. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this wet, cold, snowy adventure anyway. I had a lot of fun, but I just know that it is a little bit different to what I normally do, and it didn't quite go to plan. Although the snow today was probably the best that I've ever seen in Australia. Yeah, powder's probably a bit of a stretch, but it was close to it. So I had a really fun day, and I hope that you guys enjoyed coming along too. I am going somewhere very exciting soon, but other than that, my focus is on this new build so we can get back out and go up to warm places in Australia. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.